In the Catholic faith, it's common to pray to saints, asking them to intercede on our behalf for things like healing, maybe even to find a lost item. Well, it turns out Mexican cartels do the same thing, asking for protection from police. It's an odd behavior one expert says could actually help lead drug task forces to those criminals in our state. From recognizable and friendly to terrifying, these are what Robert Almonte brought with him to Virginia Beach.
St. Michael the Archangel.
It's all part of a seminar he taught today to more than 100 of the state's drug task force officers.
Just to get people information up to date on the latest when it comes to the drug trends.
And Almonte, a former U.S. Marshal in West Texas, says a topic he first learned about in the 80s is now relevant in Hampton Roads.
The Mexican cartel are here. Drug traffickers, Mexican drug traffickers were praying for protection from law enforcement officers.
Specifically to Catholic saints.
We as Catholics, we call upon these different Catholic saints to intercede on our behalf for different situations.
For these criminals, that situation is staying away from police. But Almonte says police can use this knowledge to their advantage by keeping an eye out for symbols like these figurines and prayer cards.
And they'll have a lot of these images on them or in their vehicle or in their home. So these things are meant to serve as a red flag. I make it very clear, though, that none of these things by themselves or combined are probable cause for search or arrest. Just something to look at, keep an eye out for.
Specifically figures like St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes.
By far, St. Jude is a Catholic saint that they're using the most for protection.
But Almonte says they'll also pray to folk deities like Santa Muerte, not recognized by the church.
And anybody that prays to Santa Muerte, it's like you're praying to the devil.
Startling but effective information local police say will only help in their efforts to keep drugs out of Virginia.
I've heard some of this, but a lot of it is just, it's new information too, and it's one of those things that you've got to keep up to date, and it's constantly changing.
And Almonte says this knowledge is also a safety issue for police because many of these traffickers believe the work they're doing is actually good work, and no matter how many they kill, they're still going to heaven. Anthony Sabella, News 3.